Alright folks, this is a Jeep Wrangler with a 3.6 V6. Customer complaint is no heat. So what's the first thing we check for when there's no heat? Antifreeze. Make sure it's cold. Take the cap off. Check the bottle. The bottle could have something in it, but it's the radiator that's most important. So let's see, let's take a look. Yep, we got something in there. Look at the radiator. Do you see anything? I don't see anything. Go down further. Let's look. It's hard to point it and see, but it goes pretty deep. Yeah, I don't see anything in there. Oh, you see some of it in there, very little. I can see a couple fins. Probably about 6 fins up. Looks like it doesn't have any antifreeze. So that means in this radiator, 6 fins. I don't know, what do you think about 2 inches? So 2 inches has no antifreeze, and exactly the 2 inches is exactly where the upper radiator hose dumps to. Alright, so if the cap is over here, you don't see anything past here, that means the antifreeze is even below the upper hose. So there's really nothing coming in here and trickling. And the other key thing was, customer said that the electric fan was running. So maybe it's overheating. Alright, check further. Let's put the antifreeze in there first. Alright, there, you can see more of the fin there. Okay. Let's start it up. Start it up and you look in there. There should be some antifreeze that pours out of there, almost like a waterfall. All right, let's check it. All right, so the Jeep came in running, so we know it's kind of hot. Let's check it out. See what the temperature on the dash is. It's at the halfway point. The thermostat should be wide open right now. So that means the juices should be flowing. Let's go take a look. Take a peek in there. Oh, Jeep is so tall. There is nothing flowing in there. See that? So that means there's not enough antifreeze in here. It's not coming out of that upper radiator hose and coming in, running across. That should be like a little waterfall through those vents and falling down to the bottom. You see a little bit of the antifreeze. You see it floating there? Starting to come up. Maybe there's air locked in there. Most likely, because look at all the air that's there. Alright. We'll check further. Definitely need antifreeze though. Alright, so I let it run. Nice and idling. Big bubble burst out. Look at that. All over the floor. A big air bubble in there. Popped out. But you still have no antifreeze in there. So that air bubble that was in there was probably causing it no heat. If you look underneath, you can still see it. You can see a couple of the bubbles still bubbling. You see it? As it's dripping down, you can see it bubbling. You can actually squeeze the radiator hose now. You feel it's getting warm. Oh, you can see it. Look, there's more bubbles coming out. See it? So the bubbles have to pop out first, and then it refills with antifreeze. Let's squeeze this hose again. The hose is getting hot. There goes the fans. Fans are turning on. It's still on the empty side. See? So I gotta let it run until all the air bubbles get out. Then we're going to replace that air bubbles with antifreeze, or coolant as some people call it. Alright, we'll let it run. Alright, so now the fan's kicked in. Just checking here now. There is nothing in there. So the majority of the air has come out. You can go as deep as you can. There is nothing. That's why the fans are on. Alright? So now that we know that majority of the air is out, we're going to slowly fill this up with antifreeze or coolant. And we'll see what happens. Alright? If you touch the hose is warm on the bottom half, but not on the top. Because the antifreeze is below the hose. It's probably down by that first piece right there. That's what we've done there. Alright, so we'll put some antifreeze in it. I took about half a gallon so far. And it's still going. Midnight auto repair. Getting full. Fans are calming down a little bit. Not as loud. There you saw one bubble pop up. Another one. Another one. Alright, the whole idea is try to get all the air bubbles out and replace it with coolant. So there should be no air in the system at all. Notice that the fans calm down. It's not on high anymore. Alright. I'm going to let it run now. Let all the bubbles escape. Fans are calming down. It's getting a little quiet in here now. Bubbles still popping. See it? Sometimes it takes a while to get the bubbles out, okay? Don't expect it to be done overnight. I mean, not overnight, but within 15 minutes or so. You gotta let it run. Sometimes it takes almost an hour. Yes, an hour. If not an hour and a half. It's basically just idling it. You know what I mean? And you go inside to step on the gas a little bit over that 1500, 2000 RPMs. But just let it run. Let it do its job. Look at all the bubbles coming out. Alright? Give it some time. Watch as I squeeze this upper radiator hose. Watch how many air bubbles still come out. Okay? So it's still in there. Okay? It's got to run its course. Like I said, air bubbles come out. It's refilled with the coolant. That's all you want. I'm doing that because I'm squeezing the upper radiator hose. Okay? The top of the radiator hose is getting hot now. So it's filling up with coolant. Okay? That's what I'm doing. Keep doing that, and you should have heat. Matter of fact, the top of the hose is getting very hot now. Alright? Once you make sure you run it and there's no more air bubbles out, then you're good to go. Alright? That's it. Thanks for watching. Ciao. Alright. It's been running for a while now. Most of the coolant is down. I revved at about 1500, held it there for about a minute. Some of the bubbles popped out. Antifreeze went down. So far, so good. Alright. Don't see any bubbles anymore. So that's good. Alright. Some bubbles there. I keep this here, that way if it pops up, there's enough room in there for the coolant to fall back down after the air bubbles come out. Because if you don't, if you have it just down on the neck, all the antifreeze is going to come out onto the floor. Alright, so got it running there. Everything kind of purged out. So I'm going to take my little Ray Tech gun here. I'm going to check some temperatures. All right. This is Peter. Say hi, Peter. Handsome dog. All right. Let's see. It should be about 32 degrees out here. Let's shoot the cement. 31 degrees. I'm close. All right. Let's shoot this up right in the hose. Right here. 169, 171. Let's go into the cab. Let's just shoot from the outside. Let's see what the window says. 50 degrees. So 31 on the floor, 50 degrees at the window. Let's open this door. Let's shoot right into the center. 156. This one. 157. Shoot this one. This one might be different only because it's outside. 152. Let's just shoot in the air here. Shoot at the gas pedal. 96. Even though the vents are not on there. Let's see. Let's go to the passenger side. Ready? Let's open this up. Let me the other hand. All right. What we got here? 156. Not bad, right, people? So this one is on the top and the bottom. I feel a little heat come down here. Let's shoot that up here. It's hard to get a reading here. 126, 192. Let's try it again. See if I can turn this down to just the floor. All right, so we shut this off. Blend doors are turning. There you go. I can feel it down here now. Give it a chance because I had this door open. Let's shoot it up in here. Well, the mat's gonna be cold only because it hasn't been there for a while. Let's see if we can shoot the air. 98. Let's go shoot up a little bit further. 95. Let's close the door. Let it warm up in here for a little bit, and we'll check again. All right. Let's go take a look what the temperature is in the JK. Cap is on. Rinsed it all out with water. Doesn't stain anything. Let's go in here and we'll shoot it at the, I guess, the gas pedal. All right. Or the brake pedal. Let's see. Come on, is it working? Dun, dun, dun. Oh no, my thing is frozen. Darn it. Let's try. All right, we got the radiator cap back on. Got all the air out of it. Cleaned up the mess in the driveway with the antifreeze. Sprayed some fresh water on it. Remember, it's 30. Let's see, it's still 31 degrees. Let's see. 31 degrees. And I shot the vents coming out of the house. It's between 89 and 91, depending on how close to the furnace that you are. Okay. Let's do the radiator hose. 173. Remember, we put the heat on here before to the bottom vents. Okay, nothing up on top by the AC. Let's go with the bottom. Let's open this door and let's shoot what the bottom says. Driver's side, right off the bat. 126, 124. There's a brake pedal. 130. Let me see if we shoot up into the vent. If the vent is there, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where the vent is. All right, so you got that one. Let's go over to the passenger side. Notice that the fan is not screaming no more. All right, let's open this side. Let's shoot onto the mat. 126. Shoot it up somewhere up here. I don't know exactly where the vent is. 118, 125. It's in that general area. 125 is that where that light is. All right. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like I said, there's nothing up here. Nothing is coming out here, right? It's empty. But it's still at 101. All right, let's shoot the cab. Let's shoot the seat. 82, console, 84. These things are great. You can go around pointing at everything if you wanted to. They go bananas. All right. There's the vent shooting up here. dashboard. All right, the heat is on. All right, so thankfully on this car it's not the blend door actuator. It's just basically just air in the cooling system. Has to be bled out. You got to take some time. I'm out here for about an hour and a half now. Just let it run in idle. All right, it's gonna make a mess in the driveway. Sure is, but that's all part of it. All right, nice and quiet. We'll have some nice heat in here, and that's it. All right, thanks for watching. Ciao. Jeep is tall. All right, folks, now that it's daytime out, okay, and it's the next day, just want to show you something over here. Remember there was air bubbles in this cooling system? Okay, there was no leak, pressurizer, no leak, but yet there was air bubbles that get in there. I want to show you how air bubbles can get in there. Look, you're ready to cap. Right there. See it? It's ripped. See it? That seal, that rubber seal, is supposed to go around this lip. Okay? So since this cooling system is supposed to be a sealed system, okay, it has a little rubber hose and goes to the reservoir tank. So as the engine gets hot, antifreeze, the coolant expands. So it's going to go up, hit the radiator cap, push up out of the way, and go through into this hose, the coolant. And that's how you get the expansion. When it cools off, the idea is for it to suck it back in, and then you always have a full level. All right, so that's the cycle. Up, expand out. When it cools off, it sucks it back in. But if you have a little leak here, okay, with a cracked or broken seal, it'll come out, okay? But when it sucks back in, it can actually suck in air through the side of where the seal is, whether it's on this fat side or it falls on the thin side. You just need enough just for a little air to come in there, and that's why when it cools off, it's going to suck in air. You keep doing this every day, eventually it's going to get nothing but air because it's not sucking back any of the coolant in here. And you're going to notice that none of the coolant in there even moves. All right, that's it. Customer's going to come with a new cap, and we're going to go change it. All right, ciao.